Welcome to the Value Cruiser, where we try to scope out the best cruise deals for you to save you time and money. Here are this week's cruise deals for the weekend of September 26th, 2025. If you want a quick last-minute getaway, check out this 4-night itinerary sailing October 20th of 2025 on Radiance of the Seas out of Fort Lauderdale. It goes to Grand Turk. The price currently is $224 a person. If you want to take a Southern Caribbean cruise in November of this year, this is a great deal from Carnival. It is sailing out of Manhattan on the Carnival Venezia. From Manhattan to St. Thomas to St. Croix, Aruba, Curacao, and Celebration Key before going back to Port Canaveral in Florida for its repositioning down there. This cruise is $719 per person, and this sails November 8th through November 20th of 2025. If you want to try out Norwegian's newest ship, the Aqua, there's a great deal going on for this itinerary. Starting in Miami, going to Puerto Plata, St. Thomas, and Tortola, and Great Stirrup Key before going back to Miami. 7-night cruise from $599 per person on the dates of November 9th through 16th of 2025. If you want to cruise like a celebrity without paying a very high price, check out this deal on Celebrity. Going to Key West and the Bahamas on the Celebrity Summit, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida on November 24th of 2025, and going to Key West and Bimini on its 5-night voyage back to Fort Lauderdale. The price is $369 per person. If you're looking for a Canary Islands itinerary, look at this MSC Musica cruise in the shoulder season in the Mediterranean from January 11th through January 18th of 2026 on the MSC Musica, starting at Santa Cruz de Tenerife in the Canary Islands and stopping at 5 ports on its round-trip voyage. The price for this is $564 per person. If you want to sail on Royal Caribbean and want to do a Western Caribbean perfect day at Coco Key itinerary, check out this itinerary from Independence of the Seas, sailing January 18th, 2026 for a 7-night sailing to Perfect Day, Falmouth, Jamaica, Georgetown, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel, Mexico. This cruise is currently $599 per person for an interior room. If you're looking for a cheap Mediterranean cruise in the shoulder season in January and February of 2026, take a look at this MSC Orchestra cruise starting in Genoa, Italy, going to Livorno, Civitavecchia, which is also the gateway to Rome, and then with 2 stops in Spain at Valencia and Barcelona, before going to Marseille, France, and back to Genoa. January 27th through February 3rd, 2026. The price is $481 per person for an interior room. If you're looking for a cruise in the end of January, early February 2026, this Princess itinerary from January 25th through February 1st on one of their new ships, the Sun Princess, sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, is going to Princess Keys, San Juan, St. Thomas, with a couple of sea days before going back to Fort Lauderdale. The price is $623 per person for an interior room, and if you're looking for a balcony, the balcony is under $1,000 as well. One of the best deals out there for a Celebrity 7-night cruise currently is the Celebrity Summit, sailing from March 7th through March 14th out of Fort Lauderdale, going to Nassau, Bimini, and Grand Turk. That 7-night cruise will set you back $529 per person for an interior room. If you're looking for a Southern Caribbean cruise leaving out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, check out this itinerary from Brilliance of the Seas on Royal Caribbean, sailing March 22nd, 2026 through the 29th. It's a 7-night cruise. It goes to St. Thomas, Tortola, St. Kitts, Antigua, Barbados, and 1 day at sea before returning to San Juan. The price on it currently is $603 per person. If you're looking for a relatively cheap Alaska cruise during the start of the busy tourist season, look at this Princess cruise. It's an island Princess cruise from May 27th through June 3rd, starting in Vancouver, going to Ketchikan, Juneau, Glacier Bay, Icy Strait Point, and College Fjord before ending in Anchorage. The price on it is $673 per person for 2 guests for an interior room. If you're looking for a cruise in May and June of 2026 during the main part of the season, look at this Caribbean Princess itinerary from $685 from May 31st to June 7th. Sailing out of Port Canaveral, Orlando, Florida, going to Grand Turk, Amber Cove, and San Juan before 2 days at sea going back to Port Canaveral. And those are what we believe are some of the best deals out there this week. Let me know what itineraries you would like to see in the comments section below, and we will try to find deals for you. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.